everyone, or should I say just happy Saturday? Okay, I'm hoping this video is out on Saturday because I had one of my friends just decided that they really don't want to be in the video anymore, so that's exactly why I'm kind of re-recording this, and I'm just trying my best to put this video out as soon as possible because I've seen your comments, I've seen that you guys want to see this video out, and I get it. I really promised. It is a bit later than usual, but you know, by the time when I'm recording this, the video should have been out 2 hours ago. But you know, plans change. Stuff happens. I hope you guys aren't too mad at me, you know, because the video will still be out today. I'm not gonna let it happen any other way. It's gonna be out today, and yep, I'm doing everything I can to get it out. Oh, but isn't it kind of crazy to you guys that we're already on part 3? Like, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think in this part, I'll be working on the landscaping. I think that's all I'm gonna do the entire episode. So I guess you can just sit back, relax, and just kind of listen to me talk, or maybe, you know, both of us, you know, we could read each other's minds. Well, technically, it would only be me reading your mind, and then you can kind of hear what I'm saying. So yeah, I guess that's like the concept of voiceovers, or maybe it's just me and my thoughts. You know, it depends. You can imagine it however you like it. But actually, getting back to the topic, like I said, it's mainly just going to be me working on the landscaping. I'll work on the mountain behind the house. I feel like that's probably the main part of landscaping in this house, obviously. And yeah, also work on some trees on the sides, but really it's just a couple of trees. The whole main part of landscaping is at the back, the mountain. That's like that's the big deal. And well, I have to say, I really do like it. I mean, knowing how much time I spent on it, I really don't have a choice not to like it. Because technically, well, you guys are just seeing this as like a single part, but in reality for me, it was a lot longer. Probably, to be honest, I think I took a couple days just to landscape the entire plot. Landscaping is exactly what makes this plot. It makes it very unique. Like the whole Aspen landscape, it's very unique. I mean, I feel like maybe it's not just Aspen, it's basically any mountain area. Like they all just have these unique landscapes that are just so pretty and just so amazing. I guess what I really like, where I live, we have a lot of those, and I guess I just kind of have something for them. It's just, you know, because I live next to them. I don't know, and I love when pine trees are snowy. They're just, to be fair, I'm just gonna say this right now, I was actually really surprised to see that there isn't always snow in Aspen. Probably a lot of you knew that, but I never did. Like, I thought it snowed there 24/7 because it's like, you know, kind of like the Alps. But now that I'm thinking, does it really snow 24/7 in the Alps as well? Actually, let's Google that, because that's exactly what we do in my voiceovers. When we don't know something, we Google it. Does it always snow in the Alps? Okay, says that in winter it does, obviously. Okay, it says that it depends, so like, if it's one of the peaks or something, then obviously it's gonna have snow there, but if it's just, I don't know, somewhere on the lower altitude, right? Is that how you say it? If it's somewhere like closer to the ground, then not the ground, well, you guys know what I mean. If it's not if it's one of the lower parts of the mountain, then it won't have snow all year round, but like, it kind of makes sense. You know, I should be kind of knowing this stuff, because I should be knowing this stuff. But anyways, yeah, so getting back to what I was saying, I was actually really surprised to see that it's not like that in Aspen, but I guess, you know, we all learn something every day, and that's exactly what I learned while doing this build. Like, when I'm doing builds, I really like basing them in certain locations and then just slowly learning about them. I don't know. Like, recently, I've started doing a lot more research into a location in the build. You know, that way I could do the best as I can in, like, trying to portray it in landscaping and whatnot. And it's really fun to just do some research and learn about the who doesn't like traveling. Okay, well, maybe there are certain individuals, but I know a lot of people like traveling, and it's just, I always love going to new places and just like experiencing what life is there like. I don't know, it's very cool. So yeah, and like I said, since I did some research, I kind of learned a thing or two about Aspen, and Aspen's really cute. I mean, you see, before I only really knew that it was like an A-lister place, but apparently there's this thing that made the whole town famous. I don't think I think it's a city even at this point. It's kind of big. Is Aspen a town or a city? Let's see. Okay, yeah. You see, it's a city. You see, I was right. I don't know. I'm used to imagining like ski places as towns and not cities, but like it makes sense for Aspen to be a city. But basically, the entire city really became popular in the 70s, basically, or maybe the 80s. I think it was the early 80s, where they started hosting Aspen Film Festival, and I think it became annual, and now every year there's like 200 movies that you can watch during the festival, and that's so cool. So apparently that's exactly what made the town festival, and then, you know, they started kind of building all these big and fancy hotels, and I think Aspen has a couple of those, like a couple of ski resorts. I read that Kardashians always stay in one of them. Obviously, there are some exceptions, like Kylie and Kendall staying in that very cute chalet. I think AD did a tour on that chalet, and I really liked it. I guess this bill was kind of inspired by that, although mine's very different to that one. That one is a lot colder, like color scheme wise. I guess it looks a bit more modern too. This one is still modern, but I kind of wanted to keep it cozy in a way, and I didn't want to make it too cold. So, you know, that you can kind of see that in the color scheme, and just, I guess the wind more traditional. And I think it kind of created the perfect balance for this house, and that's, you know, as you can see in the speedboat right now, I'm kind of working on these logs right next to the entrance, and I really like this idea, and I really wish I could have, like, I kept it, but I couldn't because of plot data, so I had to remove it. That was kind of sad, but I wish I could have kept it. I just really like this idea because it's just like logs stacked onto each other. It's like, I guess it's like kind of like firewood, and you just use it for, you know, fireplaces and whatnot, and it was a cool idea. But it is very expensive. I think it took me around, I want to say 30 to 40k to fill up one side, and there were two. But I mean, this build's kind of expensive, so you can really expect that. But I do remember that it was very expensive, and I remember having to work a lot, but on the other hand, it was definitely worth it. I think I've mentioned this before. I know I have, but this build is definitely my favorite one of just what I do. I love the fact that I constantly improve with every single build, and I'm like, oh yeah, this one's my new favorite, and it just, I don't know, I guess it's cool when you, like, I guess I always push myself to improve, which is what I really like about how I do things in life is, yeah, like especially with building, I always something better than before. Because that way you're kind of motivated to continue too. It's because, you know, you gather all your new knowledge and you just kind of put it, you know, into practice, and then it just usually for me works out. And yeah, I don't know, this build just, it makes me happy. But also, am I kind of sick of it because of how long I spent working on it? Absolutely, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really don't want to look at this place again. I mean, that's a lie, because I'm glad how it turned out. Probably not. I mean, maybe in the future, you know, you can never know, but not for the next few months, let me tell you. Don't want to look at chalets, don't even want to think about making one. I don't want to make suburban houses now. Oh, and speaking of suburban houses, I actually posted kind of like a sneak peek. I mean, it's really not a sneak peek anymore. I just posted the front side, oh, what it looks like from the front, like a new build. I finished it, so in this build, when this video comes out, then you will most likely see that suburban build sometime at the start of next week. I somehow forgot to mention when I was gonna post the video in the community post, so I guess I'm kind of, I think someone asked that question and I answered it like some, not like secret information, but it's like, it's like, it's very cool. So yeah, I guess it really does depend on how quickly I'm gonna get the video done. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna try to get the video edited today, but currently it is 12:30 a.m. so it's kind of nighttime for me. But like I said, I'm not gonna let anything stop me, and I'm gonna work as much as I can to get that school and everything. And with all the school projects that I'm in, it's really hard to just kind of find free time in a way. And also, when you really like, sometimes being a teenager, it's kind of hard, sometimes it is. I'm not, like, I know being an adult is way worse, but sometimes it's annoying to be a teenager too. But I'm managing it. But like I said, I probably won't be free next week, and I guess I'll be able to share why in, I don't know, in just a second or a few minutes. Or even now, what the hell am I waiting for? But basically, I'm in this program. I've talked about it before. It's the same program that I went to Spain with. Well, not really. I didn't talk about it that much. Just kind of, or maybe, I don't remember how much I talked about it. But basically, I know I mentioned it for sure. And with the same program, basically we have Turkish and Portuguese people coming over to our city, just like capital of Lithuania. That's where I live. The city is big, so I doubt you guys will find. We're having people visit us, and it's very exciting. But I guess the one thing that's kind of not really ordinary is the fact that I'm gonna have someone staying in my family together with me for a week. And I'm actually going to get them tomorrow, and I just know that I won't be able to hop on my computer and, I don't know, give myself like people who come. The very good thing is the fact that I won't really need to attend any classes. So I kind of get like my second week off of school, but then I'll also very nervous about accepting someone who I've never met before into my household. But, I feel like maybe it's just me overthinking, and I feel like it will be fine and everything. It's just, yeah, I'm a bit nervy. Yeah, I'm nervy. Meet new people, but then it usually works out. I guess I'm talking about this just in case some of you actually, can relate or something like this. And I feel like most of us have this like fear of talking to new people, and it's really learn how to deal with it in a way, because once you do, it's actually really fun to just start meeting new people and interacting with them, and then you kind of start to feel better about yourself. I feel like that was the case with me. I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but I feel like my life has recently, not like recently, but it is kind of like flipped apart. Like it's so different to what it was during quarantine. And I really like the fact that I don't need to stay at home anymore, because as much as I did like staying at home and everything, I feel so much better now when I can go out and have fun with my real life friends and stuff like this. It's always really fun to make so many memories, and it's a wonderful thing. I really enjoy it, and well, the fact that I kind of got out of quarantine and started to socialize with people, because socializing is very important. Like, to us as human beings, in order to be 100% happy, I guess we need to socialize at least a little bit. Everyone, like, found out, okay, I guess I could kind of talk about this. I did the personality test not that long ago, and I found out that I'm kind of like an extrovert. Well, I'm more as an introvert, but turns out I'm an extrovert. I'm more of an extrovert than I am an introvert. And yeah, it was kind of weird to find it out, but when you really think about it, it does make sense because I really, really love socializing. But I guess I just kind of get tired of it and I need to have like short breaks. Like I need to take a day off after like a good week of socializing just to like recharge and, you know, get that social battery back up. I feel like social batteries, it's not a huge issue, but it's like something that people really don't pay much attention to, and it's very important. Because trying to talk to people when your social battery is dead, like it's so hard. It's such a hard thing to do, and it's very important to constantly, you know, make sure that it's in a good spot, like, you know, so it's constantly recharged and stuff. It's very important. So I guess having that social battery, I am only 40% introvert and then 60% extrovert. I guess my extrovert side started showing this year when I like to talk about things like this, especially with you guys. Since I know most of you kind of enjoy topics like these, especially like from the past, you know, from my past voiceovers and stuff. Interesting situation. Like I said, it's kind of weird. I'll be basically giving my room to that foreigner for a week. I kind of trusted with it, which is a weird thing because I probably shouldn't trust. I shouldn't be putting in that much trust into someone, like a complete stranger. But we'll see how it goes, right? Yeah, right. I really doubt anything's gonna go wrong. I'm hoping that nothing will go wrong. And, you know, I guess the most stressful situation, the most, not even situation, I kid you not, I've been doing the most, trying to prepare for that arrival, and I've been trying to make as much content for you guys, which is something I rarely do in the first place. I love how I get the most motivated to do things when I'm the most busy, but like, even when I'm busy, I try to work on videos, which is exactly why you're seeing me record a voiceover so late, because I don't want to leave you guys hanging. And I know I need to record another video today, and I'll get it done. And yeah, I'm just kind of excited for you guys to see that speed build. I definitely like it, and I really do like the interior of that build. I guess it's kind of a bit more simple too. Okay, well, like, I know you'd get better, I know you'd get more from different channels, but you know, here on Lukiocast channel, to kind of extend my portfolio in a way by doing build out is preparing, obviously. That's what I was talking about. But if you're, I think it's gonna be a sleepless night tonight, but it's necessary to not sleep because there's nothing more I love on this planet than sleeping. But sometimes I don't really have that luxury. And yeah, this day is gonna be exactly when I don't have that luxury. But, you know, maybe it'll be worth it. I mean, I think it will be. I want to believe it will be worth it. So yeah, we're just gonna think that it's gonna be worth it, and yeah, it'll be fine. So yeah, I just kind of have a lot of things to do. I'm just rambling and repeating myself, aren't I? I love doing that too much. It kind of gets annoying sometimes. But despite having so much to do, I'm kind of in like a chill mood today. I feel like you can kind of tell by this voiceover and, you know, how I'm talking, that I'm kind of like feeling a bit more relaxed. Actually, don't know how many of you care, but I kind of have my voiceover set up right now. I have a candle right next to me. I have my dim lighting, and I don't have coffee, but I do have a Red Bull. And you're probably wondering, like, Lucas, why are you drinking a Red Bull? It's probably not good for you. It is not. I know that. Don't get me wrong. Energy drinks, I'll take coffee over energy drinks anytime. Unless I really need caffeine, which is exactly what's happening today, because I'm sleeping right now. That's exactly where I'm drinking a Red Bull. Actually, just finished it. How weird is that? But yeah, I don't know. I've always preferred coffee, and me. Am I complaining though? Do I love my life? I do love my caffeine addiction. And whatever you guys say, I love it. I wouldn't coffee, but I really can't help it. Um, my friends constantly make memes out of me with coffee. I do enjoy them though, because like they usually have a point and stuff. I don't know. I still like coffee, but like I said, I really don't encourage you to drink energy drink when I know that I won't be able to survive with just coffee, because I think energy drinks are way stronger than coffee. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna sound like such a fool. And you know what? That's exactly why I'm gonna Google this again, just to see if really, just to prove myself that I'm not a fool. Alright, energy drinks stronger than coffee. Okay, so it says energy drinks typically contain high levels of sugar and at least as much caffeine as a cup of coffee. So you see, kind of is stronger. I was right. So maybe I'm not that. Maybe I'm not a fool. You know, okay, it kind of depends on the situation. I have to say, I have to admit that to you guys. But you know, in this situation, I'm not. But yeah, I only drink them when I really see that I'll need. Because most of my friends say the opposite. Like, for most of my friends, caffeine doesn't work, and for me, it works perfectly. It works like a wonder. Honestly, it always works. And whenever I have coffee, I stay up, and it's just, I don't know, I like that it works. But yeah, for most of my friends get even more sleepy after having an energy drink or coffee, and I'm like, how does that work? But I suppose it really just depends on your body. But you know, I'm glad that it always works for me. Not complaining at all. Like voiceover setup, and I always have. I'm kind of waiting for the summer, when it doesn't get dark early, because, well, where I live, in Lithuania, we usually, like in winter, we usually get sunsets at like 3 p.m. And then during summer, our sunset's at like 10 p.m. So, you know, the sunset time, it constantly changes. And that's why sometimes I prefer summer over winter. You see, I really can never pick between seasons, because it's like, I love winter, but then I also love summer. So it just really depends. And okay, you might be wondering, why the hell we rarely get snow? It's always rain and just cloudy, and I hate the whole atmosphere, but I was born in winter, so it's like, I'd be betraying the season if I didn't say that it was my favorite. And you know, like, I've had good moments in winter, so it's still one of my favorite seasons, okay? And the snowy days, oh, so cute. Obviously, it's not cute when you're cold and you just want to go home because you're cold. But it's pretty sometimes. Only sometimes, of course. But a lot more pros than winter. But like I said, I'm not gonna betray winter because I was born in winter, and that's just the way it is. But yeah, I really, really love summer because of the late sunsets. Like, I love sitting down on my desk at like 9 p.m. recording a voiceover for you guys with like a candle and maybe like a cup of coffee next to me. I really missed the last summer. I remember having so much fun recording voiceovers and whatnot. You know, definitely gonna repeat it all to this summer. Maybe you guys don't even remember, which is absolutely wonderful. But even if you do, I never said anything. Yeah, right, never said anything. But yeah, so I guess that's all about setups, right? Yeah, I don't know. But as I was talking about setups and whatnot, I got this. Well, like, I've had this idea for a while, but I was thinking about maybe doing my room in Bloxburg or something like this. I feel like it would be a cute idea to portray it in Bloxburg 100%, because, well, yeah, it's very dark, and, well, like, dark colors, and I really play with, like, the main flaw of Bloxburg is that the lighting isn't really the best in the game. Like, I wish you could see the light more. Decide to implement the latest Roblox lighting. I don't remember what it, you know, make it in blocks, like, not make it added to Bloxburg, but Sadly, that never happened. But you know, one can only hope. Well, one can only hope. But I guess the lighting doesn't really have to stop me, and I could still do. It really does depend whether you guys like to see my room, where all the magic happens. You know, where I make my videos, where I sleep, where I live. Where I'm interested in something like this. I feel like it could be a cool thing, and I'd really like to show you all where I live. I feel like it kind of matches my personality. And yeah, it's very dim and dark, like I said. Builds, it's like kind of my thing just to have dark builds, and I don't know, I love when it's dark because it's so cozy, and I kind of hate when things are, well, like in realistic builds, of course. But yeah, when I do, it's just like, it's my personal preference not to like it. Obviously, there's nothing wrong. My mom really likes bright things, and I really like dark things. So, our home is very bright, but my room is very dark. So, to see me do my room in Bloxburg, let me know in the comments. Like, actually, 20 comments of you guys saying that you'd like to see my room in Bloxburg, then I'll do it. Okay, like 15 to 20. I'm actually gonna write it down right now. Just a second. 15 to 20 comments about, well, like 15 and more, I guess, about my room, and I'm doing it, because it could be like a very easy build for me, and I feel like maybe you guys would be actually interested to see my real life room, and I could also kind of give you guys a tour of what it looks like in real life, and then show you what it looks like in Bloxburg. I have a feeling that most of you probably will be, and I think I've had some of you ask me that before, so, you know, if you asked that before, it's your lucky day. One thing is kind of like a challenge, since I'll be busy this upcoming week, but once I'm back from all the real life busyness, I think I'll do like a small little challenge for you guys and for everyone to participate in, which I'm kind of so excited. I know I'm not out. Yeah, but so once I'll be back from all the real life busyness, you're probably gonna see that. I really need to stop saying that because it does not sound right. I mean, busyness is a word though, right? It sure, I think it is. There's no way that it's not. Anyway, anyways, yeah, I guess I really don't want to talk about my real life plans too much, because when I talk about that, I said something about the challenge. But yeah, that's all. I'm gonna shut up about this topic now. Not gonna say anything more. You know, those of you who heard it. You know, you can kind of say, and I repeat this with every single build of mine, I just wish we could build on the second or third floor. Like, what did I just say? We can build pools, because, well, we can't do that right now. It's kind of a sad situation. It really is, though. And you know, now I had to resort to basic shapes. Okay, I mean, at least there's real water in Bloxburg. Well, we do have real water in Bloxburg, but I mean, on the second and third floor. It would have looked so much nicer. And you would have, because it's 1 a.m. I'm blaming the time for me forgetting how to speak. But I think maybe it's a sign for me to log off soon, and I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But anyways, I really hope that you guys kind of, you know, enjoyed this video in a way. I really did have, it gave me wings. In Lithuania, there's always ads where people giving you wings. You know, and wings could be interpreted across or something. I really hope you guys understood the reference, because if it's only, it has to be. It's like their brand. But yeah. I think, okay, maybe I'm gonna log off before it was just me talking to myself. I really did have fun doing it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed listening to this. And well, I hope to see you all in the next voiceover, should I say next speed build, next new build. Yeah, I hope to see you guys there. I'm really excited for you guys to see that build, because I know that most of you are gonna like it. But yeah, so I guess until next time, bye guys.
Would you run from me? If I go, would you be happy in the end? So is it all for nothing? Was it all for nothing? Those memories, was it all for nothing? Or was it all for nothing? In my head like a melody, laying back in this bed, playing back what you seen. You was right, I'm coasting, out of body floating, lost in my emotions. I've been spinning slowly, trying to keep my head above water. Then you go and pull me under. Crazy thing, I know I'm done for, stuck in this state of wonder.
Yes, 빠지게 돼 I don't care 모든 것을 대해 전부 있게 돼 And I just want you right here with me 끝이 없이 우린 floating Lost in your deep
under. Crazy thing, I know I'm done for, stuck in this state of wonder. In this state of wonder. State of wonder. Keep my head above water, then you go and pull me under. Crazy thing, I know I'm done for, stuck in this state of wonder. Wonder. Stuck.
I was walking in the dark until you came and turned a light on. And I don't wanna take the rain without the clear skies. And I don't wanna take the pain without love. I know you had to break a heart to start the healing. Sky.